It is hot today. The first time we were in Georgia, we almost froze to death. And this time, it's like a freaking oven. It's hot. Look at mommy looking.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Oh, that is awesome.
You guys good? There you go.
You looking forward, honey? Great. Because I don't want to die.
Hey guys, welcome back to Roamin Roads. I'm Albert. We are on our way to Tennessee. 4 delays. I think the 4 delays have added like an hour and a half of driving.
Yep. This is the crazy traffic entering Atlanta.
Right now we're actually in Holiday Travel Park of Chattanooga, and this park sits on a Civil War battlefield. It's very quiet, lots of trees, there's parking everywhere. We're staying here because it's not too far from Lookout Mountain, Rock City, Ruby Falls, which all are areas that we're planning on visiting. And from here we're heading to Tennessee, where we will visit, let me see if I remember, Nashville and Franklin, trying to catch some of the sights in that area. And then on the way back down, our plan is to visit with Providence Canyon, and we're staying at one of the Georgia State Parks, Florence Marina. So if you've been to any of these places and you have any comments or any suggestions, we'll ask you to comment below. And other than that, I think we're just getting ready to go, so let's go. If you haven't been here, this place is amazing, and we just walked in. So the rocks, trees, everything is beautiful. It's nice and cool down here. We're coming up to the Needle's Eye. Oh, was I not recording the whole thing? Oh my gosh. Alright, so we're just approaching or going through the Needle's Eye. To give you an idea of how tight this is, let me reverse it real quick. This my hat won't allow. I gotta squeeze through. Oh my gosh, that's how tight it is. Just so you have an idea, if anyone's claustrophobic, you may want to reconsider, but this is amazing. Hope you see that. Is that amazing or what? So cool, so cool. We're trying to find new things that we haven't seen before, but these rock formations are only God, you know. So praise Him for that. This is awesome. Look at mommy looking.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Oh, that is awesome. This is mainly just mostly steep. It's not that narrow. It is narrow, but steep. You just gotta take your time.
Let me go. No, going back now. Sorry, Robbie.
Oh, this one is. I gotta take my
Alright,
hat.
give this one.
Yeah. Whoa.
Dang, I need some speed.
Okay. Yeah.
See that time?
This one is a little different than the other. Batman squeeze. Who's behind us?
I feel perfect.
My son on the phone, I think. Oh, I need two hands and I'm holding my hat. Oh man, that was pretty cool.
Ow.
You know what I mean? You need two hands. I use
No, because I have the book bag and I have everything else on me. All of Rock City is amazing. If you haven't been here, highly recommend it. It is quite the views, quite the formations. Good times.
Please watch your hands when you come in here. How's everybody doing this afternoon?
Great.
You're doing good, awesome. Welcome to Ruby Falls. My name's Hayden. I'll be your tour guide today. We always have a little tradition around here. We like to ask where everybody's coming from, because before COVID, had about 500,000 people come through here a year.
We opened Ruby Falls Cavern for tours on June 6, 1930. Building up to that big day, we blasted through the mountain using 15,000 pounds of dynamite and pulled out 5 million pounds of limestone to create the elevator shaft. We used that limestone to build the Cavern Castle, which some call the world's most magnificent cave entrance. We carefully planned the trek through the cavern to avoid disturbing the underground streams and ancient formations. Stalagmites rising up from the ground, stalactites suspended from the ceiling, and columns where the two meet and join together. All created by water and the mineral calcite, dripping through cracks in the limestone. Drop by drop, the tiny calcite deposits build up very slowly over time to create formations, each as unique as a fingerprint. Without water, the life cycle of the formation ends. We ask that you do not touch any formation. Curly helictites defying gravity, delicate straw-shaped capillary tubes hanging from the ceiling, and mounds of flowstone resembling lava. The shapes are determined by location and rate of water flow, with mineral content influencing their color. White from calcium carbonate, brownish red from iron oxide, and black from manganese. Every formation is a unique work of art. Looking up through crevices along the path reveals hidden wonders. Just when you think you've seen everything, something new catches your eye. Overhead formations like cave bacon with its coloring from iron oxide always brings a smile to my face. Nature paints a beautiful and sometimes peculiar underground landscape.
Since we're right here in the center, we pick up all the watershed, any type of rainwater, if there's any streams or waterfalls. Kind of acts like a funnel, so we catch it all. Now, since we do catch it all, we can't control the flow of it. So, for example, about a month ago, the cave flooded, which is a pretty normal thing during the rainy season. It can happen pretty easily. Now, on the opposite spectrum of things, the waterfall has dried up before. I think it was 2009, waterfall completely dried up. We were going through a heavy drought, and it can fluctuate. There's not just an on and off. It changes. Now, all this water that's coming out of this, it's flowing out underneath us as we speak. It goes all the way to the Tennessee River. We dyed it in the 80s to determine that. Now, when you go in this room here, the only thing that's going to be artificial is going to be the lights and the floor. When Leo first found it, he was standing in the creek bed, so they put a floor there just so we're not in the water. But everything up above you, 100% water erosion. Now, it will be a little slick at first, and it is pretty dark. So please no running. Also, please no swimming. The pool itself, it's 4 to 5 feet deep, and it's 55 degrees year-round. It's not worth it. And last but not least, please don't drink the water. This water here is pretty fresh, but it picks up some minerals as it rolls down the mountain. It's got a lot of iron oxide in it. It's also got a lot of magnesium. If you know anything about magnesium, that is your active ingredient in your normal laxative. Milk of magnesia. That's about 2%. Our water has 13 to 15%. I've seen it all